Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a new week. Welcome back to a new live session. Today, we're on day 21. It's been such an amazing journey talking to you over the past 20 days, the past 4 weeks, Monday to Friday, every single day at 8:30 p.m. And I hope the journey has been valuable for you as well. Even if you're joining us today for the very first time, don't worry, you haven't missed out on a lot because every single day while we're going deep and we're covering a lot of concepts, I'm ensuring that I keep them independent and I keep them standalone so that even if you're jumping in between, like if you're a new viewer today, you're welcome to just listen to this episode without having to worry that you have to go through all the past ones. Because in every one, we take one foundational concept, we clear it out, we take action on it, and we create massive, massive, massive results just by making tiny changes in our energy, in our actions, in our thinking, and in our feelings. That's why these are called the live breakthrough sessions. All it takes is 15 minutes from your day, but these 15 minutes can prove to be the most transformative. I'm showing up for you, and I hope from today onwards, you will also have the same commitment to show up for yourself. Because today we're going to talk about something that's very powerful, and that's the secret to attracting and unlocking massive opportunities in your life. And the reason I'm calling it the secret for attracting and unlocking massive opportunities is because 90% of people just don't do this. I mean, it's so simple, it's so powerful, it's so effective, and yet it's crazy how many people just never end up thinking this way. And when we look at this one secret from this lens, you might think that it's something unknown or it's something reserved for the very few who are at the top. Only they know the secret, no one else does. But you'd be wrong in thinking that. Almost every person on this planet knows this secret. It's a fact, it's a publicly available information. But you want to know why people are not acting on it? Lean in closer. This is important because when you understand just this one thing, it's going to change everything. So I hope you're leaning in closer and you're ready to listen to this because it's very powerful. The reason 90% of people are not implementing the secret for attracting massive opportunities in their life is that it is too simple. You heard that right. It is so simple that people can't believe, oh, this thing will work. This will get me massive opportunities. They themselves are disbelievers to the fact that simple things have grand effects, that simple actions can cascade into massive results. And that is why they remain stuck in their lives. You know, it's crazy. The number of times I've heard people ask me, well, Prabhsimrat, how do you do it all? You're doing live sessions, you're helping out people through your coaching, you're building your programs, you're writing, you're reading, you're learning, you're doing so many things all at once. How do you manage it all? And when I give them the answer, they're like, that's simple, really? And they do not accept it. They do not believe that it can be that simple. So even before I tell you the secret, I want one promise for you. Are you ready to believe in the simplicity? Because I'm telling you, it's simple, it's effective, it works. Like vehicles have evolved so much over the last 5,000 years of human history, right? We first started from bullock carts, and then we went into horse carriages, then into cars, then into electric cars, aeroplanes, trains. So much innovation, transformation has happened. Yet, for the last 5,000 years, one thing has remained the same. No one has ever tried to make a square wheel. Every wheel is round. Wheels 5,000 years ago were round. Wheels on cars today, on airplanes today, on buses today, on trains today, they are still round. Why is that? Well, it's simple. If it is not broken, don't fix it. If it works, keep working with it. But no, we want to have an innovation. We want to have an interesting way. We want something novel. So there will come a time when someone in between will come in and say, I have made a car that runs on square wheels, but ultimately Do we really need cars with square wheels, or do we need cars that function? Do we need cars that get us from point A to point B? It's the latter. And that is why people know trying to make a square wheel is a futile attempt. Yes, it will make you look good, it will make you look different, it will get you in the news for a while, but will it really matter in the end of the day? No. Just like that, the reason you are not getting opportunities in your life is not because they're not there. They're literally there in front of you, but they're so simple you don't want to look at them. So you would rather run to different techniques and different hacks and different secret methods that YouTube is filled with. And if you, oh yeah, this is the method. Oh look, they told so many nice things, so I just have to follow these steps and I'll start getting opportunities in my life. Well, yes, you will, but the question is that really the thing bringing in the opportunities? It's not. It's just a technique, it's just a way of looking at it, and sure, it helps. But if the fundamental foundation is not there, you could get an opportunity but not even act on it. And that's the fundamental I'm talking about here. So, yes, it's going to sound simple, but do you promise that you're going to treat this simple thing also like a valuable hack? I'll try my best to make it sound like that, but ultimately, I've got to be honest with you. I've got to be authentic with you. And I want to have this like a conversation. I don't want to hype this up unnecessarily just so you will pay attention. I believe you're sincere enough about your growth and you're willing enough about your growth to pay that attention and to value this. So, are you ready? If yes, type in yes in the chat box. Bring that excitement in because now we're really going to understand the secret to unlocking massive opportunities. It's just one word. But I want you to pay very close attention to this word, and it is preparation. We say fortune favors the brave. I'd like to twist it and say opportunities favor the prepared. Because think about it this way, okay? We want massive, massive, massive opportunities in our life. All of us do. But you have to also understand what a massive opportunity means and how to identify the right one. Preparation is the word that will help us understand that. So, to give you that understanding, I'm going to lead through with an example here. By the end of this example, it will all tie up, it will make complete sense to you. So, imagine you love eating pizza, okay? By the way, how many of you do? I love it. I'm not crazy about it, but I do like it when I eat it. So, I do love eating pizza. But I know my capacity. Like, I cannot eat beyond half a pizza at a time. Like that's the limit. If I'm not having anything else at all for a meal that night or that afternoon, that's the only thing I'm going to eat. It's going to probably be just half a pizza. But now, let's say someone gives me a massive, massive, massive opportunity and they say, Prabhsimrat, we're going to give you 20 pizzas for lunch. Now, is that a massive opportunity? And that too completely free, by the way. And they're not charging me anything for it. So, is that a massive, massive, massive opportunity? Technically, it is. But is that really an opportunity? It's not. Because is my stomach prepared to eat 20 pizzas? No. If I did, I'd probably end up in the hospital. So just like that, if I'm not prepared for the opportunity, right? I want you to write this sentence down. If I'm not prepared for the opportunity, I will sabotage it. If I'm not prepared for the opportunity, I will sabotage it. Now, in the context of the pizza, the sabotage is good. Like, I would rather not eat 20 pizzas at once and end up in the hospital. So, when I say no, I don't really want to have it, thank you for the offer, but no, I'm not going to do that. That's a good thing for me to do. But then what happens if someone comes up to me and says, well, Prabhsimrat, we've got this wonderful line of events coming up at our corporation, and we'd like you to be a speaker, and we'd like you to do 20 sessions for these different sets of teams. We know it's a bit of intense work. You're going to have to travel down to Bangalore from your city. It's going to be a long time. But if you can do it, we'd be really grateful because we really value your expertise. Now, would that suddenly be a massive opportunity if it comes out of the blue and I'm not doing anything at all for it? Of course, it would be. But there, I won't say no to them. I will say yes to them only if I'm prepared enough. Otherwise, I'll make excuses. I'll be doubtful. I'll be worried. I'll think, can I really do it? 20 sessions, 20 different teams, 20 days in Bangalore, a city I haven't been to yet. It's too big of a deal, man. I don't think I can do it. And these thoughts in my head will then create justifications for why fulfilling that opportunity is not possible yet, or even better, my mind will create justifications for why it's not even a good enough opportunity. But oh yeah, ultimately they're just looking for their benefit. They want someone to come in to train their team and then to go away. And oh, you know the kind of excuses we make. Well, that's sabotage in action. But why is that sabotage happening in the first place? Because preparation was not there. So it's quite funny and it's quite ironic when I hear people say, I don't know why I'm not getting any opportunities. And then I ask them, how much time have you spent in preparation? How much time in the past few months have you spent in studying, in working on your field, in understanding what you need to improve? And they're like, huh? What are you talking about? That gives me an answer for why they are not getting the opportunities that they desire in their life. Think about it. If you're not prepared, you cannot handle the responsibility that comes with the opportunity. And without the responsibility, you cannot have the opportunity. That would be the ideal case. I mean, everybody would love that. But let's face the reality, we do not live in an ideal world. So if you've ever wondered, why do some people get so close to success and then they make a mistake and something bad happens? Well, they're not ready for the opportunity. They sabotage it. They don't have the discernment and the discretion to understand what does it mean to be prepared enough for an opportunity. Now, that is the important skill to build here. If you can build the skill of discernment and discretion, I'm telling you, you are going to be so incredibly good at not just finding opportunities, but filtering through those opportunities that you get the top of the cream, you get the top of the layer, the opportunities that are the best for you. The rest just automatically filter themselves out, and you start living the life you've always dreamed of. When people say, I've manifested this job, or I manifested so much growth in my business, or I manifested a beautiful life partner and a loving marriage, they're not talking about just sitting there and doing affirmations. True manifestation works when you prepare for the opportunity beforehand as if you already have it. That's manifesting it. Putting in the work, putting in the preparation, working on that level already. Now, I will have the confidence to say yes to a corporation to do 20 training sessions for them. Why? Well, I'm all prepared. I know how to do that. I've done it before. I've trained government officers. I've trained people in schools. I've led day long workshops. So I know what it takes to communicate effectively and to not only leave a message that inspires, but to leave a message that creates change that lasts, that creates improvement, that delivers on the objectives. And so when an opportunity comes knocking on my door, I don't have to sit there and worry about it. I can take action on it because I've put in 6 years of preparation. I've just been doing it. I've just been taking action. I'm not saying it's going to take you 6 years for the work that you have to do, but a certain level of preparation is required, right? So focus on that first. Create that base. Now, this applies very well to your career and your finances because you can really resonate with this here. If you want the best job at a tech company, become the most skilled tech person you know. Go out there, learn the extra skills. Don't rely on your college alone to give you all the skills required in the modern day world because, truth be told, colleges are lagging behind. You know it, and I know it. So, if you really think you want to get a job in the worst job market ever, let's say it's not the worst job market, but even if you consider it from that lens, that AI is taking over and jobs are going away and nobody's going to have a job left and all that fear mongering that we hear going on, well, become the person who's prepared for the opportunity that's going to be unlocked. Because even in the chaos, are people still being hired? Think about it. Who are the ones that are being hired amidst the chaos? Well, they are the ones who are prepared. They are the ones who are ready. They are the ones who are adding value even when the chaos is there. The question is, are you even thinking about that preparation, or are you just sitting there waiting to graduate with your degree and then thinking, oh, yeah, then I'm going to get a job? It's not going to work that way. You may, and that's your good luck out there. But if you really want to get the best deal, the best package, you gotta be the person who deserves it. And how do you be the person who deserves it? By preparing for it, by working for it. Now, let's also apply this to our relationships, because I know a lot of people are either struggling to find the right partner, or they're struggling to create the right relationship with their current partner. And they're like, I want an opportunity, I want to meet someone great. And they'll scroll on dating apps, they'll scroll Instagram, they'll go to a few meetups, they'll talk to people, but things are not working out the way that they want. Well, there, people never ever ask the question, what can I do to prepare to be the best boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife for someone else? We look for someone perfect. Okay, we look for someone who's gonna accept all our flaws but be the most perfect and the most loving human being. Yet we never ask ourselves, what can I do to prepare myself for the standard of the relationship that I want? This is a new way of looking at opportunities. This is a new way of thinking about career, about relationships, about success in any area. But this is the way that works. I'm not just giving you motivation here. I'm not giving you 7 tips on how to flirt with people to get your best relationship ever. No. I'm asking you to use your own discretion, to use your own mind, to use your own thinking and imagination to figure out what do you need to do to prepare to become the kind of person who deserves the opportunities that you want. And when you get there, you have confidence, you have strength, you have preparation, you have the capacity to deal with the responsibility that comes with the opportunity. It's a bit of a wordy statement, but I'm going to repeat it again. Understand this. When you are prepared, you have the capacity to deal with the responsibility that comes with the opportunity, and that's why you can handle it. Otherwise, you sabotage it. This is a very important and crucial thing to understand. So today, this is the core message I just want you to take it with yourself. Focus on preparation, not on just sitting there and attracting opportunities. Become the person, and you are going to become an opportunity magnet no matter what area of your life it is. So I hope this helps. This week, make preparation a priority, make your strength a priority. Think over it tonight, what the actions you can take. And I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. at the exact same time. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.